everything that brought me alive. Going around like nonsense, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. Took my innocence without an alibi. Smoking gun, you got me on the run. We know that will come. We're out up till dawn, but how can I hide it without an alibi? It's a lover's fight without an alibi. Took my innocence. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Going around like nonsense, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. Took my innocence without an alibi. I'm here only because your stare won't ever let me go. I'm here only because I'm aware with you is better than all alone. Oh, 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 say what you're dying to say. No, 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 no. Oh, oh, tonight we're stars, but we'll fade away. Go on, light me up.
Alright, welcome everyone to the Popology Weekly 12. We are gonna get ready soon. We're gonna start soon, and yeah. Here is the bracket. We've got Mao against High, Fishy against Alex's Melons, Jake against Ender's Dragon, and LMS against Azili Person. It looks like I'm probably going to bet on LMS to win the whole thing. I think that he's probably got the best shot. Also, for anyone who's wondering, LMS is also the name of 7770005. But yeah, I think that out of all of these players, he's most likely to take the whole thing. But I could also see it going to probably Jake, I think would be my next best bet, given that he's been playing a lot recently. And Mao, Azili Person, and Fishy Lost, they haven't played that much recently, so I think they're going to have a tough time getting the win there. Alright, and there is also a unique rule set for this tourney. The loser in the first match of a series, so each game or each match between each player is going to be a best of 3. The loser of the first game is going to then select a tower or hero that their opponent is not able to play in the next game of the best of 3. And then the person who picked the tower to ban has to play that tower themselves. So I think this is the first time that we've done this rule set. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Alright, and I think that in terms of commentators, I think that we're going to have Cologne as well as me, Adam, commentating during the actual matches, which are going to get started in just a couple minutes. Alright, so here's the finalized bracket, and you can see that the matchups have moved around a little bit. Yes, I think the seeds have changed as well. So we've got, LMS, also known as 7770005 in first seed at the top against Ender's Dragon. And then it goes Jake, then Mao, then Fishy Lost, which, yeah, I think I agree. I agree with that seed. I think that that makes sense. And we are right about to get the matches started. Alright, and it looks like we have not had a lot of people check in, but I do see several people talking in the Discord chat, so we do have a good number of players here. Alright, and for anyone who is thinking about participating, signups are actually still available for another few minutes. So, yeah, if you're wanting to play, there's a link in chat. Just open up that challenge link, and you can sign up. Alright, I think we're going to wait another 5 minutes for some of the people to see if they can check in. And then after that, we're going to finalize everything, and we will get the matches underway. Madam the Wig, that is me, Salty. Speaking of, if either Salty or Yarn, if any of you want to join, you can, yeah, hop in the tourney link up above. It is not too late to join Bacon. You can still hop in. You've got like 3 minutes left. Go, go, go. Remove high if they're on 2 bars. You know, that is an option. Probably not one we're gonna take, but think about it. It is also possible that high is not going to check into the tourney, in which case we won't even have to worry about that. Oh yeah, also one of the new rules for the tournament is that your internet connection does need to be good enough that you're able to play Battles 2 without slowing down too much. It's not required that you stream on Discord, but you know, ideally there should be at least one person in the match who can stream, and then both players need to have a good enough computer and good enough internet to just play the game at the very least. Who hasn't checked in? I believe it is, we've got quite a few, unfortunately. I think it's High, Ender Dragon, Fishy Lost, and Mao. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. LMS Mao enters high, excuse me. Fishy Lost has checked in. Alright, we are refinalizing the tourney. Yeah, it does not apply if the game goes around 50 bacon. In that case, I don't think that anyone's internet is good enough. Yeah, good luck to everyone. Let's see, right now we're just finalizing check-ins and getting like the... Oh, here's the bracket up. As you can see, we have unfortunately lost a few people, but we have added Bacon, which is going to be fun. And as you can see, he is first seeded, which I think makes sense. Then we got Jake, Fishy Lost, Alex, and Zeely Person. Although Bacon thinks that he's going to be cooked against Jake, because Jake has been very active this season, that's true. And Bacon has not been playing a lot recently. So yeah, there is a little bit of that conflict always between, you know, one player has had like very high top finishes in the past, but they haven't played much recently. Whereas another might not have quite as good, you know, historical rankings, but in the past, you know, month or few weeks, they've been playing quite well. So we're going to see that a little bit here with Bacon versus Jake, assuming that they both get to the finals. I do not think that it goes on your account stats if you play Fedora in private matches. That's a good question, though. Alright, for anyone wondering, if you have your opponent right now, you can start playing right now. You do not have to, you know, wait for anyone else. Unless, you know, you don't have an opponent, of course. So Bacon has to wait, but Alex and the Zeely Person and Jake and Fishy can start playing. And one more time, the special rules for the tournament are that when a player loses the first match of the best of 3, for the next match, they can choose to ban a tower from their opponent's loadout, and then they are forced to use that tower in that match. And I believe the way that it works is if, you know, the first one player wins the first match and then the other player wins the second match, then the tower that was banned in the second match is unbanned in the third match. If that makes sense. Yeah, ban farm for instant win. That is definitely a choice. It'll probably work better against some opponents than others, but yeah. Yeah, banning ace on ports, that would be quite the play, especially since you still get to pick the map, I believe. The loser of, you know, the first game gets to pick the map for the second game. So yeah, the round 1 and the semifinals, so round 1 and 2, are going to be best of 3, and then the finals will be best of 5. And it looks like we are also going to get another tourney commentator, who is David, who's going to be here in a few minutes. Alright, and we got our first matchup here. We've got Alex versus a Zeely person. Looks like a Boomer Farm Mortar versus Dart something. That Dart spot, I would guess it's Dart Farm Mortar. We'll see. Yep, there's the Fate Weaver Dora. Okay. So in this matchup, I think that, both of these strategies have very good early games. So it is actually quite possible, especially with Mortar, that this game could go round 30. Mortar is quite good at dealing with new rushes, the tight leads, tight Moabs, and tight BFBs. So we'll see. And I think that if it does make it to round 30, I think that a Zeely person is a little bit favored. Dart tends to be better against, bads than Boomer does. Boomer, I think it can defend 1 at bad, but it have a really time against 2, whereas Dart can defend 2 pretty easily. See, both players getting their first farm down. Well done. Notably, also, Fate Weaver Dora is very good. Her level 10 ability is very good against the new rushes, whereas Quincy's level 10 ability, I mean, it's alright against the Moabs, and it's good against the leads, but not much else, so. We see a good game coming out of Zealerson as they lose in our long Critchy run 40. Alright. Sequence ability? Yeah, okay, they got the ricochet in time. Good job. And wow, is the other person leaking quite a few lives, but uses the Fedora level 3 ability to clutch up a bit. So yeah, my thoughts in terms of like what each person's game plan is, I think that Alex is going to want to pressure a Zeely person a good bit. I mean, really the most important thing for both of them is to maximize their greed and try and prevent their opponent from greeding. But I think that it is on Alex to try and end the game earlier if possible. Just because, like I said, if both players have really good farms going into round 30, then a Zeely person's definitely favored. So I would like to see some early rushes from Alex. Maybe some like round 13, round 20, round 22 kind of stuff. And yeah, we see already a Zeely person is a little bit ahead in farms just because Dart also has a better early game than Boomer does. So that is already a little bit of an issue, but we did also see Alex send Space Blacks on round 6, which is a notable choice that a Zeely person did not make, because, Alex just prioritizes the eco a little bit more. We see one set of zebras from Alex. Not going to force too much, but both players going for 3 farms, and then, oh, this is a Spactory from a Zeely person, not Mortar. That's very interesting. Okay. So yeah, we see the Spectre, it's a little bit covered in bananas over there, but that's interesting. Yeah, now I like this rush from Alex. I would have maybe sent either something a little smaller or a little bigger. I think that he kind of sent like the perfect rush for Fate Weaver Door to clean that up. If you can send something a little bit smaller, then it forces the Fate Weaver Door ability for a little bit cheaper. If you send something for a little bit bigger, then it might also force boost or farm cell. Which is what I prefer. We see another rush coming in now. Oh, I don't like this balloon boost. It's going to give him Fate Weaver Door back. It does force boost though. And wow, this is a lot of balloons. Ooh, does not kill. There was some desync there. That's really unfortunate. But yeah, this is looking pretty good for a Zeely person now after defending that. Alright, and both players going for Marketplace. They've just decided, done rushing, done sending pressure, just want to get their farms up. Now, I think that Azili person might have a little bit of a tough time. Oh, okay, here's another rush coming in. Probably gonna have to boost this. Yep, there's the boost. Alright, and we see the... Okay, another rush coming. I don't like the second rush. I think the first rush might have been fine. I don't like the second rush. Yeah, we see it just forced another jug and a spike-a-pult. But we also got the deadly spikes out there, and that was an all-out, actually, so... It looks like Alex is pretty dead here. Yeah, unfortunately, even on boost, just dead. I really don't think that he needed to rush there. And the reason why I say that is because if Alex did not rush, then when it got to tight BFBs, I think that we would have had a very good shot of winning. And now we see another match with Jake versus Fishy. Jake probably is using Mortar. He's been using, meta strategies pretty often recently. And we see Fishy's using Druid. Interesting. So yeah, we've got 3 farms from both players. And a little bit of stream lag there. Purple balloon's coming out. Unfortunately, I think that is on Jake's side, so there's not much that we can do about that. Yep, alright. Well, we'll get back to that when it's fixed. Here we're back to Alex against Azili person. And Azili person is 1-0 so far. We'll see what Alex picks. So Alex is able to now pick both the map to play on and 1 tower to ban for Azili person. However, he is forced to play the tower that he just banned for Azili person. So that means that, he could pick farm. I believe he can pick farm. I think that that's still allowed. There was some consideration of making farm a tower that cannot be banned, but I think that we eventually decided on allowing it to be banned. So yeah, could do that. Could do like mortar, so that as either person's not able to play mortar. Could do tack. I'm interested to see. It looks like he is going to pick Koru here. I'm interested to see what he's going to ban. I think I would prefer to ban mortar over tack, just because I think that dart farm mortar and boomer farm mortar are stronger than tack farm wizard on this map, and if you can force your opponent to play... Oh, it looks like he's actually changing up the map a little, huh? Looking at his options. I think Bacon mentioned earlier... Oh, no, back to Core. I think Bacon mentioned earlier that you could go ports and choose to ban Ace, which would make things quite difficult for your opponent unless they're very familiar with non-Ace strategies, which I think is an interesting decision. But yeah.
All right, testing, 1, 2. Anybody can hear
Hello,
me?
David. Yep.
Hey there, how you doing?
All right, I'm doing pretty well.
All right, good to see you. Good to see the audience being hyped for this little tournament.
Yeah.
So now we're doing Alex waiting for Azili to pick and choose the banning tower.
And I think that we're also waiting for a Azili person to join the matchup right now.
Yeah, you can bet that Alex. I think Alex did lose the last round. He got the choice to ban the tower. Is the tower or hero, or could it be either or?
I believe it can be either or. Let me check to make sure. Yeah, it can be a tower or a hero.
So
Alright,
tell
and
me
here's
if I can be heard right, if the music isn't too loud or am I too quiet?
Yeah, how's it sound on Twitch chat? Are we sounding like an okay similar volume?
Yeah. So
right.
That's good.
Sounds good. Alright, yeah, so here's the good, says Shadow. Too loud, mute this guy, says Salty. Wow. Yes, this is the bracket. Unfortunately, we had 4 people not check in. That was a little bit rough, but yeah, we did have Bacon as a late addition, which is nice.
I can see why, due to different time zones or sudden interference coming in their day while trying to prepare for
Yeah,
the tournament.
forgetting to set alarms to wake up.
Yeah, it's really different, especially with having different people from different time zones.
So yeah, we're trying to. I think that Azuli person's still trying to get into Alex's game, and Jake was having some issues with streaming, unfortunately. Trying to get those sorted out. All right. Yeah, and Azuli person apparently needed to take a couple-minute break, which is why he's not in quite yet.
Oh.
Harris wants me to play the tourney. Oh no, I don't think that's the best idea for a commentator. All right, Mr. Luki was going to join, but
Said he's there back.
all right.
Let's hope he can join Alex's match and get the
We can
show
get that
going.
game. Yeah. All right, and here we go. Yep, we are on Koru, and Alex is going Boomer Farm Mortar. All right. Interesting. So I wonder what it is that he banned then.
I don't know.
One of those
I
towers,
mean,
probably
Boomer
either
Farm
Mortar or
Mortar or
Farm.
Boomer NG Mortar is a good choice on Kuru.
I can beat you
Mm-hmm.
with my eyes closed.
And
Now it
I'm
depends what the
thinking that
loadout Azili's rocking.
yeah, it's probably either going to be Mortar or Farm banned. I doubt that he would ban Boomer on this map.
I mean, if
Both
Boomer or
players.
Mortar was banned, then Alex wouldn't have chosen this strategy.
Well, the way that the rule set works is you can ban a tower for your opponent, and then
Yeah,
you
that's what, yeah,
still get
yeah.
to
That's
use.
what I'm.
Yeah, you're first to use. So yeah, I'm just saying that I think like Alex.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Alex either chose the Mortar or the farm.
Mhm. So yeah, we'll
Alright,
see
round
what
two
Azuli
starting.
person.
Already going with the group lose. Both players are going to glaives. Azili making sure no leaks are going with faster throw-in.
Yeah. And sorry, did you catch what hero Azuli person is running?
Azili Plus is going Fate Weaver.
Fate Weaver. Okay. Interesting choice to get the Fate Weaver on round 2 instead of round 1. I guess that's probably just because
Probably
he
a bit
wants
of
the
a
Natsuko.
money mismanagement.
Yeah.
Alright, Farmer and Bloombot placed on either side. Bloombot's apparently been sold.
All right, and we see the group blues from Azuli person, which makes me think that it was farm that was banned. So yeah, instead decided to go an
We'll go
eco
in
boomer
farm
strat.
versus eco. Unless the other tower's gonna be engineer rocking from Azili person.
Yeah,
I don't really see. At least I don't see which other blues coming. Oh, space pinks coming from Alex. Is the lead person gonna go up GF, very good faster ranks? Maybe he's gonna stay there until round 5 where he's gonna get Bio Boomer. Meanwhile, Alex is struggling against those
yeah.
spaced.
The I think that some of the layering from the group blues and the space pinks did cause
Yeah.
some leaks there.
Unless Alex is okay not to keep wasting the relative ability from Quincy.
All right,
Going
and
for the
there's the bio
farm.
boomer.
Nope. Yeah, the Bio Boomer. Man. I haven't seen much of the season, but the Rainbow Trail for ranks is really cool.
Yeah, it is. And
Yeah, we have
I think
Highwind
that
Jericho Bloons.
yeah,
Go on.
we're probably going to. I would bet that we're probably going to see Boomer Mortar and she, like you were suggesting earlier, from Azili person. That seems like the most likely option. Mortar is very strong against the new rushes, the tight leads, Moabs, and
Yeah,
BFBs.
the tight leads and Moabs, I think, have been the. Oh, sorry for the voice crack. Tight leads and tight Moabs have been the latest trend, I would
Yeah.
say, because I would say 80 leads, 80
Ooh.
balloons of certain immunity. Oh, Spike Factory.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. So the last
Having a
tower is
yeah,
either going to be mortar or sub. And while it could be sub. I mean, Boomer can defend the aforementioned new rushes.
Yeah,
It's just a little bit more expensive than mortar. So we're gonna have to see what happens. Got 2 farms up from Alex so far.
Not sure about sub, but I can see a few ways you can defend mid game, especially against Moabs. Because mortar doesn't really have that Moab defense. You have to rely on a boomerang, on a Moab press, and Bio Boomer to defend the Moab layer.
Yeah, and I will say
Meanwhile, with
Spike
sub,
Factory.
you have ballistic missiles and airburst darts to take care of the layer.
That's true. Oh, we see some region zebras. Just a couple region zebras coming up from Azili person.
Yeah, Alex says forced to get a red hot Rico.
Mm-hmm. And I would like to see Alex going for a little bit more farms here instead of this mortar. I don't think that Azili person really wants to rush, but going for the Bernie stuff instead, playing a little safe. There's a deadly
And
spikes
there's
from
a
Azili
deadly
person.
spikes. Quite a
Yeah.
very early deadly spikes.
Mm-hmm. Now, okay, it is mortar.
And here's
All right.
the mortar.
I'm a little bit surprised to see deadly spikes in that position. Notably, it's not going to hit the AI path. So any AI
Yeah.
balloons are
Yeah, I feel like this
might be a
person
little bit tough.
is focusing mostly on the scent path, on the scent balloons.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, with
And
neutral balloons, you can have balloons sniped by Rico or burned by a mortar, so you can minimize lost lives.
yeah, that's true.
All right, we're just going
And
straight from round 14.
yeah, Alex is going for farms here. I think
All
that's
right,
a good
getting for the
idea.
first banana plantation. No,
Oh,
or is
maybe
he
going
planning
for
for a bank?
Huh.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, he's going for the bank.
storing cash over time, trying to I think what Alex trying to do is get the bank, save us some of that money deposited, and plan for a really big rush later on.
Yeah, I think so.
Or he could just transform into more money invested, so you can see those tight leads or Moabs in action later on.
Yeah, so it's probably, there's like 2 options, right? There's either the IMF loan rush or just going for a Monkeynomics. I think that the Monkeynomics is a little bit more likely, given just like how he's ecoing and everything, and given that, against Boomer Mortar, it's kind of tough to send like an IMF loan rush with a bunch of like Moabs or BFBs or CMGs, but yeah, I think that to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of that play, but I mean, teach their own. Deadly Spikes is very strong against Moabs, which is worth noting. That's kind of what Azili person's relying on right now. And we see a marketplace from Alex. I think I like this. Playing this pretty pretty on the edge, with not buying up a lot of defense for Moabs right now. But if he does get
Yeah.
sent to Moab, it looks like he's planning to either just boost or sell a farm.
Yeah, we could see a fortified Moab actually come from Zilly person.
Mm-hmm. And
Or we could just
yeah.
wait for a cheaper fortified Moab on round 19. But no, Alex is
Oh, we
actually
see a
going
fortified Moab
to spawn for a fortified
Alex.
Moab.
I don't really like this too much.
Yeah, Sleeper's already got the Moab press. We're preparing for a second one, but the Moab has escaped. Maybe on a
I don't.
roundabout.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think that he even really needed the second Kylie Boomer. I think that the Deadly Spikes can tank like 3 or 4 F
Yeah,
Moabs
definitely,
just
especially
solo.
with that stack over there. Having 3 damage and 10 spikes.
Yeah, it's very strong. And so we also see that Azili person, okay, now ecoing again. Just not ecoing too much, I think. Being a little careful about it.
Yeah, I mean, well, neutral ceramics is being destroyed right now. Here's the neutral Moab coming with fortified B&B all coming from Alex.
Interesting.
Unless
For both
Fate
players,
Weaver,
we see 45
yeah,
BFB.
unless Fate Weaver
Oh,
Nora gets enough
huh.
for the chains
Alex
of fate.
bought a Morglaves instead of a Moab Press, which
Moab
is kind of
Press.
surprising to me.
I
I
think
don't
they're
like
gonna plan for an
Morglaves here.
artillery battery, yeah. Artillery
Yeah.
battery, and soon enough we're gonna get bombardment ability.
It's gonna need
Once
more
the
than
BFB
just that
drops, I
here.
think Alex is gonna
Alright.
plan for the
Catching
perfect
bait.
moment to upgrade to Moab Press.
Use your turbo. Oh
Or
no.
turbocharge and bombardment for super
Yep, it
fast
was. I think I
takedown.
should defend this. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think that boost is
yeah,
needed.
I don't think that mob boost was needed. It would defend well. I think it was a bit of a panic boost.
I agree. Yeah.
All right, the banks already make some money.
Yeah, the bank has
Retaliating
been
with a
cashed out.
normal ZOMG.
Now, this might be to try and bait Fate Weaver Dora. We see another signal flare coming down for tight leads, which I think is smart.
Yeah, but the Deadly Camo on a single mortar is not enough. But here
Ooh,
comes
we
the
see a
Wild
lot of
Rush.
camo leads coming out, trying to pierce
That's a
cap the
blue boost.
signal flare.
Are we
It
gonna get
seems like
chains
it's
of
working.
fate?
These
Well,
AI
actually, we get
purples
some
are getting
yeah.
through.
Regen purples.
Wow, okay. Sitting one more set. Looks like it was defended pretty handily. Yeah,
I
it
didn't
looks
see
like
the,
the
I didn't
Chains of Fate was able to
overcome the leads.
defend. Yeah, defend
Yeah,
the leads, but
at the expense of selling their deadly spikes.
and now gonna go for an A-bat to try and defend the insides of the ZOMG.
Yeah,
And
the
I
mob
think
press
that Azili
is
person,
enough knockback.
yeah, Azili person's gonna
Oh,
defend,
Alex,
or
I think Alex is preparing for the grouped Moabs, and here it is.
yeah, it's gonna have a
Two
tough time
sets of
defending
tight
these group
Moabs
Moabs. Oh no, there's Chains
with
of
the
Fate.
chains of fate.
Maybe he didn't use Chains of Fate for the leads. Maybe I was missing that, but
Oh, oh, it was a nice spot to put the chains of fate right on that Moab
ooh,
press
yeah,
below.
I think sending the Moabs a little bit early. Oh nope. Okay, it seems
Are
like
you
it's
getting a
working. Trying to get
bombardment?
up a
Let's see
second A-bat.
if
Oh,
let's see if
too
boost is
slow, I
gonna help it.
think.
Nope, that's I
I don't
think
think
that's
he's
gonna
defending
be
that.
enough. Yeah, no,
Wow.
the big one was. Yeah, it was a big one out of an artillery battery. The big one was kind of smart because of the shell shock stun value, but no, against that many balloons, it mattered a little.
Yeah, I think the big one is very good against the insides of the Moabs, but when, for the Moab layer itself, you really need an artillery battery on ability, and because he wasn't able to micro the artillery battery quite quickly enough, I think that had a tough time defending that.
Yeah,
So yeah, that
these
was a
type
very good
bombs
win.
are dangerous.
Mhm.
If you break it down, that's about 175 per Moab on this new rush,
Yeah, it's very cheap, and
compared to the
20.
900 for a fast cooldown Moab in between rounds.
Yeah, it's like a fifth the price. Kind of absurd. But see them. Looks like they're hopping into another match. They're now 1-1, so this is
Game
match
3.
set point. Looks like Jake might still be having some issues with streaming, Jake and Fishy. But not quite yet, Mr. Lukey. Currently they're 1-1, so yeah, we gotta play one more game before they can face Bacon. Ooh,
Bacon
looks like
patiently
Jake has
waiting
defeated Fishy 2-0. Moved on to the finals.
to the finals. Now we're gonna have a true waiting booth coming at us.
And yeah, we're gonna see. So now a Zeely person has the choice of banning any tower and choosing a map. So we'll see what he goes with. Turtle Master thinks that Jake wins the whole tourney. There is a good chance that he does. He has been playing a lot recently.
Oh yeah, thought of playing on mobile. Slow reflexes with moving your finger all around. It's hard to
Yeah,
multitask compared to PC with all these hotkeys for balloons, towers, and abilities.
exactly. And looks like a Zeely person has chosen Glade and chosen to ban Farm. Alright.
Oh.
So here we've got let's see what he's gonna go for. Alex
Dart.
seems a little bit unsure. Dart Sniper Spec.
Or is he gonna switch sniper for?
Interesting.
I was about to say mortar, but maybe heli or ice.
Yeah, I think Boomer Mortar
Oh,
Spec
going
would be
for the
my preferred
sniper.
loadout, but yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, if you think about it, a Juggernaut defense with Churchill can destroy most balloon rushes in rounds on the mid game.
My main issue is that I think he's going to have a very tough time defending Ranch 27. if it if it even does get that late, I think that range 27 is going to be pretty much undefendable for him to BFBs.
Yeah, you're gonna have to really manage your cash, getting supply drops and getting spike storms at the ready.
Yeah. You see Churchill's
Or
going to
even
come out
going
from
worse.
players.
Oh,
Taking a little bit to place that Churchill.
a bit late from Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, that I know. I already don't like the life lead.
Yeah, it's a little rough, but fortunately for an eco strat, for eco Churchill Dart, it's usually pretty easy to avoid leaking too much.
If you go from Spolting to Churchill or triple darts.
Yeah. Yeah, if you just go for like a Spolt, it's usually pretty good. I don't like the greens coming out here from Alex. I think just reds is what you want to be sending as the eco strat, especially against Churchill, because
Yeah,
greens are not
Churchill's
going to be the
shells
worst thing.
piercing through multiple balloons is
Yeah, it's very strong. Alright, and here are the group blues.
getting to group blues and farm from a Zilly person.
Hmm.
Maybe we'll see a switch
Now,
to a greater production farm.
yeah,
1-1.
what strategy do you think Azili person's running right now?
Oh, I haven't watched as many games as probably y'all did, so I can only nitpick. Oh, Dart Farm. I think it's gonna be
Uh,
Dart Farm 1 or Dart Farm's factory.
yeah, I think that Spectre seems like the most likely to me.
If they didn't place the dart, I wouldn't have had a better guess than that.
Yeah.
Blue space
Alright, here's a
transaction.
sniper
Is the
coming
person
out
getting a
to try and catch
crossbow? Now, which one's gonna get sharp shots or quick shots? No, it looks like sharp shots if you see that the green tail right behind him.
Mm-hmm. Interested to go for a crossbow here. Normally we see a Spolt coming out with Churchill.
I guess it's to minimize the amount of things coming towards Churchill's way, because I can see some, because we've seen Churchill leak to some pinks.
Yeah, and we're seeing some issues from Alex's side. I
Yeah.
don't like that first Spolt spot very much. I think the second, the place where he got his
Yeah,
second
it
dart's a
doesn't
little
chase
bit better.
against the pinks and yellows well, because they're all about the same speed as the spectacle ball.
Yeah,
Unless you go for
exactly.
unless you go for the bottom crossbat, but it shoots so slow.
Yeah, going against the grain is much better usually. So, yeah, with the second Spolt, he should be fine. We see some black balloons getting through for a Zealy
Ooh.
person. That's a little rough.
Yeah, that's not even
Okay, now he's got the extra
yeah.
sharp shots with that crossbow.
Razor sharp crossbows,
Mm-hmm. Spiritual
and his
ability
little
coming out
person's
against
getting
the
another
Zealy.
dart monkey there. It's gonna be a Spolt. Yep,
Wow.
Spolt with quick shots. And while the farm lead, I think I missed it. Did the Zilly person drop a monkey farmer? Because it doesn't look like they're being collected.
I don't think so, but sometimes there's a little bit of like desync where on a Zealy person's side he's collected them, but it doesn't
No,
show
I
as
think
being collected.
it's in most games, even outside. Like, if you have a really tight spot where you don't normally place towers, but you can place farmers and bloom bots, for a second they appeared and then they get sold on your side. Deadly spikes.
That's kind of interesting, seeing the farm player go for the deadly spikes and not the eco player. I do not really like that from a Zealy person. I don't think you
Alright,
need to
this other
look
person getting the plantation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I would have preferred to just see a Zealy person buy like a single jug, and have that be it.
I don't know how many of you watch this and see all these bananas spoil away, but I'm sure Zilly person is collecting them with their invisible farmer on their side. No shots
Yeah.
fired to his
Oh, we see rainbows
Azili.
coming in here.
Yeah. Oh, group.
We can choke up. This should be
Nah,
pretty
the
easy.
Juggernauts got it.
Yeah.
With some of those spikes in the little. Yeah. Yeah, no shots fired towards the other person. That's just a regular game bug that they didn't have time to fix. Maybe in the next season, who knows?
Yeah. And kind of interesting to see, notably, both Dart SPAC and Dart Sniper are common ways of defending round 11 through 13. And Alex chose Dart SPAC here as the preferable option over Dart Sniper, which I think I agree with. I think SPAC is a little bit better early game than Sniper is in the bouncing bullets.
Alright, so what's the required amount of income if you can get as an equal player to be able to go supply dropping?
Yeah, I think that it kind of depends on when you think the game is going to end. So if you think that it's going to go like really late game, like round 30, then you really want to prioritize your eco over sniper farms because it's just more efficient. So you would want to be, like full sending pinks before you start buying sniper farms. But if you expect it to end on like round 22, then you would want to start going for sniper farms first. And it looks like Alex is prioritizing the sniper farm. So yeah, we'll see.
Person's continuing to send group yellows.
Moab coming in
Moab.
here. Nothing
Alright,
else
getting
behind it. I don't really like that. Yeah, the single Moab is not something that I'm a fan of. Because he didn't even need the
I think it
sharpshooter.
was to delay the supply drop.
Yeah. I mean, technically, he could have defended that just by tanking it with the spike pile. But I guess that would have put him, at a little bit of a weak position to more Moabs later on.
Yeah, round 18. Let's see if Zili's gonna retaliate with the fortified Moab.
I really want to
Or
see
he's
some
gonna continue
fortified Moabs
farming.
here. I think Azili should be sending some fortified Moabs because without the deadly spikes, that's
first
really
supply crate.
too much. Here's a
And
regular
here's
Moab.
a regular, yep.
Don't like that much.
Followed with
There's
by a fortified Moab.
Okay. Ooh, maybe going for a spike storm here?
Oh,
Yeah, he's gonna need it, I think. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe not. I think that defends. Yeah, that defends. Alright. Nice defense there by Alex. Got the two sharpshooters up and it did pretty well. I think that if you're going to rush there, you really have to commit more. Either you have to commit a lot, or you just have to, not send at all.
yeah. There's the other person out of nowhere coming with a fourth farm.
Ooh, I don't like that he used the crate there. I think that he could have sold a lot of his defense to... Yeah, you see, he just bought the elite sniper right after. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Now with large caliber, it's gonna be good damage.
Yeah.
Alex
Okay, there's an
preparing for the
FBFB.
fortified BFB.
Both players. But if he had bought that elite
Regen
sniper,
rainbows.
like 3 seconds earlier, could have gotten an extra
The
3,000
Churchill with the AP shells going in.
Yeah, the Churchill defending those region rainbows very easily. Buying a semi-automatic.
Going for semi-auto. I was
I'm not a
expecting
fan of
main
this.
Moab, but
Yeah, I
let's
think
see,
that would have
maybe
been better. Especially
maybe
with
this will defend.
shrapnel.
Who knows?
I don't think it will. Oh, and he seems to be struggling.
Yep.
Oh, and he's dead.
There was those moves going through. A Zilly person coming with a spike storm at the end. We were so focused on Alex's side, we didn't see those Legos on Azili's side.
Yeah. Alright, well then Azili
that's
person
the
is going to
verdict.
take this match. Yeah. And he's going to be playing against Bacon. Yeah. That was a little bit strange. And like Bacon said, 204 would have been better than an 024 there, I think, because the elite sniper is already pretty decent against the ceramic insides. And yeah, you just need the BFB damage and Moab damage, but 420 still would have been best, I think.
The thing that Alex has been with has stood there with the 103 Spike Factory since the beginning of round 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not enough. It was not enough cleanup damage to handle against those fortified Moabs.
Yeah. All right, so now I think that Bacon is a little bit favored in this matchup against Azili person.
against this elite person in the semifinal match. So the first game is gonna be just an ordinary game. Then game 2 is gonna be where the ban phase happens.
Yep. And notably, Turtle Master, Alex did not actually have Boomer banned. It was Farm that was banned from Alex. So he could have gone Boomer if he chose to, but instead decided to go Dart Sniper Spec. Now, I think... here, let's see what the map for this round is going to be. Looks like a Salmon Ladder is going to be the map. Interesting.
Are we gonna expect a mirror match? Poke out
Yes,
Spike Factory or something with the Darkling?
I would probably guess Bomb Farm sub, but Bacon, yes, the ban is in the second and third
Oh yeah, Bomb
game
Farm sub.
match. It is not in the first game.
Is that strategy good against the new balloons? I think
It
Timeless
is
is a
pretty reasonable. It can defend tight les just by spamming, ballistics and like recursives and stuff.
oh
And
there's a
then, but
problem.
then,
Yeah, I think the time box is don't quote me on that. I think it can be easily defeated by using a first strike
I don't think so. I think that
or
the
not
splash damage from a first strike
because I
isn't
think
quite
it
that
does
big.
200 splash damage and it's enough to just destroy the mob lair while ceramics go through the defense.
Yeah, and I think that I think usually you need a tier 5 with Bomb Farm sub to defend that. Or to defend the tight BFBs, obviously. So, either you can get a Balloon Crush, which builds nicer into, your round 26, round 30 defense, or you could get a Bomb Blitz, which is a little bit cheaper. We see Sentai here from Bacon, which is interesting. Normally Churchill, regular Churchill is the...
Unless Bacon is
Your
doing
strategy.
a last second sweep, yeah, going for I was about to say, yeah, going for a regular church instead of Sentai.
Yeah, there we go.
And as you said, Bacon's gonna go bomb sub farm. Now let's see if or a sub farm. That's interesting.
And yeah, that's very interesting. Huh.
I mean, yeah, sub can defend well with Churchill on the side.
And I will say, like, sub is the main defense with this strategy for the early game at least. You're not going for a bomb start, you're going for a Churchill into sub. And
Yeah, the slope doesn't do much for bomb because the blues are already going fast.
yeah, and bomb is nice on like, round 11, round 13, but
That's where the group damage really kicks in, really starts
yeah,
to shine.
a ballistic can do something kind of similar, albeit maybe not quite as good. We also see Bacon
I mean,
with
yeah,
superior
Bacon.
placement there. Only leaked 27 lives as opposed to 51.
I was about to say about the ballistic missile. Meanwhile, the main explosion is 2 damage and 50 here, so you can't do much if the targeted balloon is a black or a zebra.
Yeah. We see Space Blues coming up from Bacon here, trying to get that round 2 farm, which
Yeah,
I think he may have miscounted a little bit. He thought that he needed 1100 instead of 1000. But I don't really like this, to be honest. I think that it's better to go for a little bit less farm income and just heavier on the reds, which is what Azili person's doing. But we'll see how it works out. Bacon is going to get 1 or 2 extra bananas this round. Maybe 2 or 3. But the pink's coming in here, and one notable thing, it is technically optimal to use the Churchill ability right now, which is what Azili person's doing.
yeah. I was not expecting such an early AP shells, but I think Bacon's got the. I was about to say getting better management, but now you can see just a few reds sneaking by.
Yeah, one thing to note is that while Bacon is a very good player, he has not played much recently, so he's not really familiar with all the new metas. And
Talk about getting some rust off.
yeah,
We'll see.
so he might not realize exactly how he's supposed to defend. Alright, he gets that up, that's pretty good.
Swing
The
guns,
only
bomb
change,
darts.
The only change that I would make is that normally you want your 000 sub to be in a spot where you would place a reactor. So you would want it to be to the right of the barbed darts. But otherwise seems to be defending pretty well, and both the Zealy person and Bacon placing their
Yeah.
sub in the same spot, which is kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
so far it's already a good mirror match, but we'll see with what's the third tower for Zilly person.
Yeah, probably is bomb
Oh wait,
nowadays,
I
but
didn't notice. Oh, I didn't notice that Bacon's got the high prestige placement. I guess he disabled the prestige rank, so I don't see.
yeah. Yeah, but Bacon has played a lot of farm.
I can see why.
Yeah,
What is what is that? The drag effect, like level 5?
I'm not sure actually. I would
Uh,
guess I guess that Bacon probably has prestige 4 on farm.
Alright, let's check the Popology tickets channel.
And I would place my sub a little bit to the left of where he's hovering it right now, of a reactor spot with a little more coverage. But see what he goes for. And notably, he's not going for quite as many farm upgrades as the Zealy person has. And alright, we do see bomb out here from a Zealy person. Okay, oh, he's going for plantation. Interesting. Now we see the Regent Zebras coming in, forces Churchill ability, and buys another sub. Upgrades it to airburst. Okay, I like this. I think that this defends pretty well. And yeah, so probably gonna have to try and buy a reactor there, but he's gonna have a tough time off Churchill ability. Probably gonna have to boost around 11, even if he affords reactor.
Guess Fate doesn't really want me to know what prestige XP I need for that level.
Okay,
I
there's
just
the
crashed
boost.
while looking for the freaking prestige.
Oh
But yeah,
no,
thanks
that's
to Master
unfortunate.
for the details.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah. We see some rainbows coming out. Yes, so Bacon's a little bit hesitant to eco, which makes sense because he's off boost, but now a Zealy person's full ecoing rainbows. Okay. Oh, sending a bit of a rush. Some blood's coming out.
Group
Zebras.
zebras. Does it? Yeah, no.
Selling a farm for reactor. Okay. I think that was
Right, so
probably
far it's
the
a
right
base
play.
reactor.
Mhm.
Had to sell a farm for the reactor.
Yeah, and we'll see. We're probably going to see a Zealy person go for a plant here.
Here's a
See
plan.
2 more farms from Bacon. Okay, yeah, I think I like this from both players. I think they've both got enough defense that they probably shouldn't be rushing at this point.
Yeah, I didn't see. Are both Bacon and Isley having a 400 sub?
Bacon is a 402, and I think
Oh,
a Zealy person
402.
is a
Oh yeah,
402.
I can see the tick damage going way faster.
Yeah, yeah.
So far, the farm game is the same. More sub-oriented for Bacon.
Yeah, Bacon's got, I think, less eco, but a little more farms. And we see him stop ecoing there, which is kind of interesting. I would have liked to see him continue ecoing. I think that, you know, on this map, it's pretty stalled. You want to eco for a while, but instead of going, both players going for marketplace. Now he's ecoing again.
Alright.
Ooh, sending, well, leads. Maybe a bit of a misclick there, but. Alright, and now rainbows. Oh, a little bit of rush coming out from Zealy person.
Ballistic missile from Bacon. Easy defend.
Yeah, I
Is
think
it
I
easy
might have
defend or
liked to
I
see-
think
I
they
would like to see if we
overspent.
can just buy Churchill instead. I think it might have been or use Churchill ability. I mean, I think it might have been a little bit of an overdefend, but you know, the nice thing is that now he's already got up most of his Moab defense, and I'm gonna be interested to see how Bacon handles fortified Moabs. He could go for, you know, 2 ballistics. He could go for a ballistic and a fighter plane.
Airplane or an ODS, or is ODS too expensive, I think. Or an odd choice of going for an AP darts.
Okay,
Here
here it is.
Here's the
There's
ODS.
the ODS. Okay, and that should defend pretty well.
Now it's gonna prepare for an AP shells activation.
Ooh,
There it is.
goodbye. Wow. That was a lot of defense. I don't think that it needed that second ballistic. I think that was a little bit of an overdefend. But I would,
Yeah.
you know, he's not sending an F Moab here against a Zealy person, which is kind of interesting.
Moabs are now cheaper.
Yeah, I would like him to send an $1,800 fortified Moab. But I mean, I think that what Bacon's thinking is that he probably just wants to go late game right now. With Ace, you got the Flying Fortress, which is a better rank 30 defense than what Bomb
Yeah.
has, which is like the mob
The
elimination.
carryover from Spectre to Flying Fortress is better now since Spectre got the +2 mob damage buff.
Yeah, and Spectre is also pretty good against the tight Moabs, which I've heard that it can solo quite a few tight Moabs. And you've also got the Grand Zero if they send, all out.
Now, if placed strategically, oh boy, do you see a fortified Moab coming from
Yeah.
towards the person?
I think this is going to
Is it
force
an
him
easy
to...
defend? Are we gonna get AP shells?
Okay,
There's the AP
actually,
shells. Here's the balloon
there we go.
impact.
Balloon Impact defense, yeah.
It's gonna be enough.
Just barely defends without leaking.
Goddamn, this
Yeah.
music's good.
We see a Zealy person going for a little bit more farms than Bacon, or a little bit more eco, excuse me, than Bacon. Bacon
Trying
is
to
preparing quite a bit for
move Rico the master.
leads. Okay, now he's
Oh,
sending
here's the
leads.
tight leads.
I really like this rush. And an F
Oh, especially with those fortified ceramics from round
He's not
23.
gonna be able to defend this.
That was too
The other
many
person
wounds.
goes down. Yeah. We see Bacon was a lot more prepared for that rush, just placing those base subs, getting prepped for
Yeah, I
buying
was
more
like,
ballistics.
why did Cecilia sell? Yeah, I think Cecilia sold the defense in favor for farms, but the round 23 leads swept through.
Yeah. Selling all those ballistics did end up punishing him. Even on boost, one ballistic and a balloon impact just does not do enough. Balloon impact has a surprisingly low damage per second. It gets pierced cut very easily and does not do that much damage. So relative to like a recursive cluster or a ballistic missile, it's not great against the tight leads.
Yeah, you need some. Yeah, oh wow, 50 pierce. That's considerably low.
Yeah, it is a decent amount, but like compared to, let's see, for its price, I think that it's not great. Yeah,
Easily
50
person lost, so now they get to ban a tower that they cannot use, but also use. Okay, let me read right there. It sounds stupid. So now Azili Burst has to ban a tower they cannot use, but Azili has to use. There you go.
Yeah, so I think that ballistic missile and the balloon impact actually have the same pierce, but the ballistic missile is just so much cheaper that.
So much cheaper. Meanwhile, Balloon Impact has extra damage and the stun capability.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it
I
they
think it's a
get
little bit
a little
better for
bigger
like Sony.
radius. It's also got crosspath. I mean, both got crosspath capabilities. With ballistics, be able to fire faster, or the balloon impact gaining extra damage from frags.
Yeah, and
I don't know. I haven't seen much frag bombs with balloon impact, probably because the attack speed is so much more favored.
yeah, exactly. And we see we're on Glade here. Interested to see what Bacon's gonna ban.
Bacon or Zilly?
Or excuse me, Azili person's gonna ban. It looks like Azili person has banned Churchill,
Oh.
which I think that they're doing something a little
Wait.
bit goofy.
Wait,
I
is he
don't want to
wait,
spoil it.
is he banning Churchill? Okay, so you can't use just Churchill, but you can use Sentai. Is that
Yeah,
what I'm
you can
getting?
still use the hero
Okay,
alternates.
so from the start you get disadvantage with a way less pierce per shell.
Yeah, but I think
So meaning
I don't think
yeah.
that he's doing this. I think he's doing this to be a little bit goofy. Glue
What is
Farms
this strategy
Factory.
I'm watching? What?
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Okay, I've seen Glue Farm Village on a Ryan Mahalik stream. just yesterday, but Glue Farm's factory.
You know what you were saying about placing a farmer and getting it sold immediately? I just saw that happen on the Zealy
Oh.
person side.
Oh,
That's
good
funny.
eye. I didn't. I was just watching Bacon's side, ready to play Sentai.
Yeah. We see a Zealy or Bacon placing a little bit sooner, losing not quite as many lives. I don't like the greens coming out from Bacon. I know that he's trying to get more money and a little bit less eco, but the issue is that greens are the exact same efficiency as reds and they're slower. So unless you're forcing defense with these greens, it's a little bit better to just send reds and then send space blues, or just stop ecoing entirely.
Yeah. Now
See
round
the
three
reds
is gonna
are fine.
kick in. Let's see if his elite person is gonna send the group to blues so he can tinker with the Sentai's peers, but no, still
Yeah.
continuing for those reds trying to rush that farm.
A layer here would be really good from a
Oh,
Zeta
I can
person
now
if he was.
see Prestige 5 from Bacon's farm.
Oh yeah, wow. That's impressive.
I guess dude heard us about the prestige badges.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Bacon runs this strategy in ranked? How? What the hell?
I would imagine
I
he
know
hasn't done much.
I know I'm not the best Battles 2 player, but I'm really intrigued to see how this strategy is gonna go.
Wait a sec. A Zealy person's running Dart. I thought that they both agreed
Oh.
to run Blue Farm's back. That's funny. Or maybe that was
Uh,
just Bacon agreeing to run that.
Nah, I
Huh.
think it was just Bacon.
Oh yeah,
Bacon,
yeah, it
Bacon
was
Queens.
just Bacon. Alright. Interesting. So yeah, we see the bigger globs glue coming out.
Alright.
Probably gonna go
Just
for glue splatter.
looks
Yep, there
better,
you go.
yeah. That's gonna be enough to slow a few whites, if not all whites. Oh. The targeting on Strong's got a messy. I think yeah, putting it on less is a better choice.
Yeah, I'd agree. The issue is that when a white balloon eventually gets past, it turns, and that's a bit of an issue. Now, when black balloons come out, though, it's going to be a lot more of an issue, because whenever a black balloon gets past,
Yeah, it's gonna have to force another glue gunner.
But we don't see any black balloons from a Zealy person. Wish that he were sending some here. I think that it would
Probably
definitely be a
because-
good send.
Probably because he knows that black balloons are slower than white balloons. Racism aside.
Yeah, I don't
Alright.
think that I still think that
Speed
black
not
balloon
is not
able
a
to-
factor when it comes to glue gunners.
Yeah, well, speed is important with glue gunners, but I still feel like black balloons might get past it. I think it's at least worth trying. You see this
Spike
factory come out now. I think he could have placed it a little bit lower and it would have been better, but
Unless Bacon chooses to put it on smart. Or is close the best choice here?
I think close. I mean, close ensures that it's going to be hitting both paths. Although I guess yeah, if you put it on smart, that would probably be better given where you
Yeah,
put it.
that spot. I saw some better range. If
Yeah,
the
so
spikes split, then it will hit both.
yeah.
Both ones. Sorry, my tongue just twisted there.
Okay, we see Region Zebras coming out. This is gonna force Sentai 3. Now we're gonna see a balloon solver most likely. Balloon dissolver, I should say. Not quite yet. Bacon. Maybe going for deadly spikes instead. Yep,
Oh,
got the
yep,
deadly
there's the
spikes
deadly
out.
spikes.
Around 10. Alright, he should be pretty good here. Deadly spike start of round 10 is pretty safe.
Yeah, unless
Even though
round
he doesn't
11,
select for
around 11 rush starts and the Bacon has to force the glue hose.
There's the deadly spikes from
Only
his
with-
80%.
Yep, deadly spikes with white hot spikes, so he can be sure against those leads.
Shiden pointing out that Azili person's Churchill is very low down, and I think that's because he wants to fit more darts in the spot where you normally put Churchill. But I think he still could have put a little bit higher.
In case you prepare for a fan club or something.
Yeah, I think it's more so for like Juggernauts.
Or that, yeah. Oh yeah, that you're right.
Yeah,
Round 13 kicking in. Oh,
there's the balloon
Bacon going for
dissolver.
balloon dissolver.
The issue is that glue hose would really regrow farm on this map, which I think is why you went for balloon dissolver instead.
Yeah, it's not as fast as Glucose, but it is decently fast. Alright, Zilly
Yeah.
getting some high pierce shells.
Mhm.
That little stone is blocking those shells, resulting to expire way
Yeah,
sooner. I
and
think
that's
Zilly Person
partly
needs
because
to
that
clean
it's
that
so.
rubble so you can
Yeah,
ensure more pops.
I
Or maybe
also
not.
am not a
Maybe
huge.
it's the risk of regen farming.
I don't think it would Riga farm too much. I think he's all right for now, but I would have liked to see him place the church a little higher, but it doesn't get blocked like that. But I also don't like that he bought deadly spikes. I don't think that you really need deadly spikes with dart farm spec against glue farm spec, which probably isn't gonna rush you. But
No, yeah. Now one thing about this game is you can stack both mob glue and the dissolver glue, so you can do slow and DPS.
that's a good question from Unpoppable. How does Bacon not die to a tight camo lead rush? And
Uh,
Salty BTD points out that he's got glue strike.
yeah, glue
Which
strike. Glue strike does 3 damage per pop per tick, and it also makes
wow.
every uh, every tower do extra damage to all those wounds, including leads.
Yeah, and it does hit
Yeah,
camo.
it's not like cleansing foam or sharing shell. We can completely remove the lead from the DDTs. It's more akin to an embrittlement where you can damage DDTs as long as the glue is applied to that DDT.
Interesting. Okay.
And that even goes further to glue storm because you activate it once and it can glue incoming DDTs just the second they spawn in.
Hmm. You see another glue coming out from Bacon. A little bit scared of all of the AI from last turn, I think, but
Uh,
we're doing alright. Buying around 18 Central Market, which is interesting. Not going for very high eco right now, which probably makes sense with his strategy,
I
but
mean, so far I think it does more money than what these elite person's rocking right now.
yeah.
Meanwhile, a second marketplace coming. That's gonna be
We've seen
200
sell Juggernaut and then rebuy it. We see a spiked balls coming out from Bacon, which is probably going to build into a spiked mines, I would imagine.
That sounds possible. All right, a second central market. That's gonna be insane money coming. Ready buying that spike ball factory, cleaning some rubble, ready for that Moab to pop.
Wow, is he the person
Making
selling all of his defense into a central market while Bacon has two central markets now? Oh
yeah to
wow.
sell deadly spikes for that second central market so you can get that huge money boost.
Yeah.
Round 21 coming with a bunch of rainbows and camos. The camo part is easily taken care of by Churchill. Because at this point, the Churchill shells now apply 2 damage. But even at the
Yeah,
pierce
that's
is
so much
low.
damage they could just burn through
At least we
everything.
got some laser shock value coming from it.
Although it was on first, which is a
Yeah,
little bit of
that's
sorry.
not... Alright, Zilly coming with that, with the gooey mask.
Now, notably, Bacon pre-bought spiked mines. Very worried about CMGs, it looks like. Whereas the Sealy person did not.
Here comes that SMG you was saying. The Moab glue up top. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, here's the CMG.
Oh, yep,
And
there's the smart spikes start of round acceleration. More spikes coming from the smart
yeah,
storm.
this is
And
gonna
here's the
defend.
blue
That's all
solver.
it needs right now.
Damn. Actually, will
Oh,
defend.
White Lead's coming in. Gonna try and buy it, yeah. Oh wow, I'm sorry. I'm looking at a delayed version.
Oh,
There we go.
24.
Wow, buying the IMF loan.
IMF loan. Is he gonna go for a banana salvage to get some extra sell back? Or not?
I think he probably will.
Alright, that Moab
Version
glue
at
is gonna
least.
glue 1 balloon. Against 20 Moabs, he's gonna need that glue splatter to ensure every Moab's glued. Meanwhile, the Zilly person has to plan far ahead
there's
into the game.
I'm not totally sure.
Stupid suggestion, but maybe an Ultra Juggernaut.
He's selling everything into
Up Monkey Wall Street.
okay,
And
and
here's
now
the
here's
Moabs.
the mobs using Churchill ability. He's gonna have to buy Ultra Jug. He needs
Oh,
Ultra Jug
here's
on
the
boost.
Ultra
Oh, he's gonna die. It's
Ultra
too
on
late.
boost, but no, that's too much. It may be extra fortified damage, but against fortified Moabs, that's pretty much
Yeah,
you've spelled your doom.
too short of a map and just not prepared enough, I think.
Yeah. Like not even a Samurai fan club could defend that. If I'm honest.
Yeah, I
But
think
nice.
maybe if he had like pre-placed a full Super Monkey fan club and he just immediately bought it up and then bought a U Jug.
Yeah,
he
maybe
might
at
have-
least 3 of them to be fan clubs with razor sharp shots because each of those transformed monkeys are gonna do 3 damage.
Mhm.
You chuck it, you hope and pray, yeah.
But now
That's
we're
why
going to see.
Blue Farm Spec, yeah. Blue Farm Spec really handles the tight Moabs.
Mhm. We're gonna see Bacon against Jake.
We should have wasted. Sad to say, but that's how the brackets go, Salty.
Yeah.
But... oh, Spec right night. Alright, the final match is about to begin. Jake versus Bacon. Looks like the map's gonna be Time's Up.
hmm And as I was mentioning before, Bacon has a lot better like historical finishes. You can see he's got that top 1 badge equipped. But Jake has been playing a lot more recently. So he's more familiar with the current meta, probably more familiar with Time's Up. Whereas Bacon,
Yeah.
he might not have played on this map much at all, if he has it at all.
Nostalgia on the side, this map is really tricky, especially when incoming balloons have to redirect themselves when the round shift starts.
Yeah, and we're seeing
You can really
Pat.
see, like if all the balloons are in the middle and they get really scrambled once the clock switches arrows.
Yeah, we're
So it's
seeing
probably
Pat.
more technical than building side.
Yeah, not quite as like intuitive, I guess.
All right, special challenge for y'all in the chat. Keep track how many of monkeys of said style are in the map.
All right, and we see
it's gonna be
attack
attack
from
mirror.
players. I'm guessing
With
this
the
is
two
attack
classes.
from motor mirror, just different heroes.
Yeah. This is Pat and Churchill.
Pat versus Fedora, and we
Oh,
see
Fedora.
that Bacon's attack spot is a little bit better. We see that top attack is hitting for Bacon, but not for Jake. Not going for the round 1 Pat Fusty, even not till round 2. I'm going for it now. I wish that he had continued decoying and just bought it, like a couple of seconds later, but there we go. We'll see if he decides to crosspath his tack shooter at all. Probably gonna wait till yellows, wait till he gets forced to crosspath it.
Actually, Pat's a really good choice actually because at a later level, Rallying Roar allows all nearby monkeys to pop all blue types, which means if you send purples with a Ring of Fire, you can just activate that and call it GG.
Oh, does it
All
really?
those
Was
purples.
that like a recent change?
Yeah, it was. I think it was in patch 3.0. Like at the very beginning of the season.
Yeah. Turtle Master is saying Pat 3 will let Bacon get like 2 plants around 11, which maybe. Let's see. I will say Fedora 3 is also pretty strong, but
Okay, so far 2-0 attacks against face to face, each with each of their own hero.
neither player going for a farm upgrade, both choosing to play it a little bit safer, just going for the blade shooter, which I like. Now we see the farm upgrade from Jake. Notably, he has a cheaper hero, so he's gonna be a little bit ahead in terms of farms for now.
Now it depends on the leveling on the heroes. Actually, no, I think Adora is also set on the leveling because she curves 50% slower than Quincy.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not sure what Pat's leveling curve is.
B2popology.com.
Yeah. We see black balloons coming out from Jake, but not from Bacon. So Jake is preferring to get a little bit more eco, whereas Bacon would rather just get those farms down. So far, very even game though. What do you think the third tower is from Jake here?
I mean,
David?
Mordred is a really good pair with Tack
Yeah.
because I don't think there's really that many 50 camo options. Wizard is an odd one to predict.
I've seen a little bit of
Or
tech
maybe
farm.
sub is
Yeah.
nope, it's Mortar.
There's mortar.
I mean,
Yeah.
why else would you go well, what else would you go with Tag? Because especially on a new map like this
And
where you
here's
have to
plantation from Bacon.
yep.
Being a little greedy. But he stopped his eco, whereas Jake is continuing to eco, so it's gonna be a little bit of that like eco versus farm disparity. We see zebras coming out from Jake. Forcing the Bernie stuff.
Burning stuff.
Not gonna cross path playing. Gonna place his mortar next to Pat so that it gets the Pat buff. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, because the main weakness right now is Black Boy. Oh, here's
There it
the
is.
here's
And boost. Wow.
Panic Rush. Rallying Roar
Forced a lot
and the
there.
boost.
I think that Jake is in a better position right now. Oh, sending these rainbows. That's a little bit greedy. Sending these rainbows with no boost and no pad ability.
Oh
not
wait,
offended.
actually, yeah, Rallying Roar allows both the explosion and the shell shock to pop out.
Okay, here's another rush coming in. Probably gonna have to sell for. Oh,
No,
no, he just defends that
that's
straight up.
actually,
Wow.
that's actually defended.
I guess that's the power of Pat's main attack, huh?
Alright, let's see, around 14.
You see a little bit of rush coming in from here from Bacon. This is probably gonna force boost.
Boost,
Yeah.
and I think Fedora's level 3 is also made active.
Yeah. And now we just see him ecoing again, so he might send a little bit of a rush to
Yeah.
force more defense, but
Bacon's got the Rallying Roar ready.
I think I would like to see Bacon just like try to force a shell shock here or something. Maybe we could get like a farm cell, but looks like he's just preferring
Jake's
to.
already, Jake's getting having a little money lead.
Okay.
Probably because
Never
of
mind.
Joe's soul.
Jake just preferred to get the shell shock up anyways, even without
Yeah.
getting rushed.
Now let's see if round 17 is gonna be the round where they're both preparing an attack sprayer just to be sure.
And I think that Pat is actually quite good against Moabs. Getting that knockback in is really strong. So I think that Bacon might have a little bit of an easier time here. And we'll see if he also chooses to go for a heavy shells mortar.
Yeah, the trifecta for mortar. Gonna get you far. Round 18 starting.
Alright, there is the third mortar. A little bit of lag, but yeah, round 18. Neither player sending right now.
Alright. Gives me an easier time to track the monkeys.
Yeah. I think I would like to see an F mob. Oh wow, Jake is just pre-buying a lot of defense, huh?
Yep, here's the
Yeah. Oh no, there's the F mob and buying ABAT. Okay.
bad and
We're
instant
trying to
bombardment.
boost. Yeah. I guess Jake, you know, he sees that he's down to 2 boosts, and he would just rather just go for the ABAT straight up instead of trying to defend the first F Moab with no boost. Wow, and Bacon's selling a bunch of defense to get up that central market. That is pretty bold. Now a region Rainbow Rush coming in. Gonna have to buy Maelstrom. Is that gonna defend the Moab though? It's not. He's gonna have to try and go for another Maelstrom.
Oh, it
Ooh,
panic
Jake
boost.
boosting against the Moab. Wow.
Yeah, at least Bacon got a little more leeway to prepare with the Pat Slap.
And yeah, now we see the ABAT coming in from Bacon, of course. And I'm gonna be interested to see if there's going to be, you know, any ZMG sent. I don't think that Bacon should send a ZMG, but Jake might choose to. No, he just goes to a central market instead. Okay.
Preparing for a big rush. That's round 23 leads are gonna be the deciding factor on this
Yeah.
match.
And I'm not
Maybe
a fan.
Bacon's gonna prepare for Ring of Fire or two to defend against those leads.
Yeah, I'm
Especially
not a
with
fan
the
of tight
bar
leads
path.
in this.
Let's see, round 23, we got the
Gotcha.
fortified ceramics coming up. The neutral fortified ceramics, but nope.
The
We see
the
Bacon
ABAT
getting a
ability.
BRF.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Instead of going for another central market, I would have expected a second central market, but no. Maybe he's just doing that because he knows that he's probably not going to afford a tier 5 farm anytime soon. Sending a ZMG. Okay, this is probably.
Oh, ZMG.
I think I like this side.
A little pressure
This is
ZMG
to
there.
try and bait out the Chains of Fate ability.
Yeah.
Because then you can send
and
him.
then sending the type Moabs that are which are gonna come real soon.
And a Super Maelstrom can defend the type Moabs. You can also probably use like the Shattering Shells in the biggest one.
Alright, let's see the
Or-
BMPs have begin to
Wow,
sneak
another-
by.
Yeah, there's the Chains of Fate coming
Chains
out.
of Fate.
And type Moabs, lots of type Moabs. Wow.
Retaliation.
Gonna have to buy the
I
S
think it's
mail.
gonna be multiple
Wait,
Maelstroms
that's not
coming
an,
from
that's not an S
Rally
mail.
Roar.
Oh, and it's too slow. It looks like he
Yeah.
might have misclicked the ability on that second Maelstrom, and he just didn't get it down in time.
Alright, so that's round 25, and let's tally up the amount of monkeys that have come on screen. Alright, it was hard to track, but this is in Twitch chat the amount of monkeys that have come in times up as a special bonus.
Wow.
There was a
Good
lot
job,
of
dude.
BMC monkeys out there actually.
Huh.
For the amount of times that monkey's been seen as a cursed image on this map, it appeared quite a lot.
Yeah. Alright, well, we'll see what map Bacon chooses now and what he decides to ban.
Yeah, that was game 1 out of 5, is it? Because we're in the finals, or is it still
Yes,
BO3?
correct.
Oh, BO5. Okay, good.
Best of 5.
Alright. Goddamn, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go drink something.
Alright, looks like Jake is, Bacon is banning Ninja. So Jake is not going to be able to play Ninja, and Bacon will be playing it. Is that Farm Ninja NG? Wow, that is a very interesting loadout. We'll see how it goes. Probably going to be using a Sentry Expert round 11. I'm not sure what his late game defense. Maybe it's just going to be overclocking a Grandmaster Ninja, but wow. Yeah, I'm not sure if I really see the advantage of this strategy over Ninja Elk farm. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Dart. Okay, so Jake is going Dart from Mortar most likely. He probably expected to see a Ninja Elk farm from Bacon, which is why he's going this, to try and counter that. So we'll see if, you know, maybe the NG is able to help out a little bit by giving Balloon Trap money and stuff, but yeah. It is interesting that, Bacon was the one who banned a tower, and yet he's going the very interesting off-meta loadout, whereas Jake is just going the normal meta loadout for Oasis.
Powered up, Iron Ranger.
Alright, we see a little bit of layering coming in from Jake,
Ooh.
and not able to get much leaks, just one red. But he is anti-stalling quite well.
Emergency.
Gets his farm down.
Start into a farm.
Mm-hmm.
Overdrive.
Interesting strategy, Ninja NG farm. I feel like
Yeah.
the engineer is going to be there to assist with getting more money for farms and being good defense with Sentry Expert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would imagine that Sentry Expert
Which
will
is,
be the
yeah.
right left defense. Yeah.
Which is kind of buggy.
It's a little bit
was-
strange that he went that instead of Ninja Alk, but I guess he just probably just
I
doesn't
guess-
watch Ninja Alk.
Getting tired of the pre mid season meta.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, Ninja Alk was already good. Why did you have to buff its Pierce?
Yeah. It was already like meta adjacent, like kind of meta on one map, and then they just gave it a massive buff.
Yeah, and now both towers have received a lot of touch-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, round
Alright,
5,
we see the
Engineer
crossbow.
is there for the blacks.
Squad. Emergency.
Yep.
Soon getting the oversized nail, but first getting those an increased production that might cost it. Just a few
Yeah, you can
blacks
use the
in
Sentai
there.
ability, yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
High damage shells active.
Mm-hmm. Turbo damage laser bombs.
Fire.
A ninja out as well. Wow, interesting.
Intriguing.
Huh.
I guess it is a good alternate to get some more blacks stripped down to pinks.
Emergency.
Yeah, although I feel like the NG alone is probably enough, but let's see.
Meanwhile, Jake getting a crossbow and a triple dart, defending and anti-stalling just the same. But
Mhm.
Bacon doesn't seem to mind it much. Still on the little farm lead.
Yeah, and I think that because Jake has been, sending these space blacks and stuff for this whole time, I think that he's a little bit ahead in terms of eco. Regen blacks coming out now. And purples. Oh. Don't really understand the purples. I think if you're gonna pressure, then just send regen blacks, don't send purples, but
Yeah, it's a good choice. It's a good move because regen blast can grow past the best defenses and hinder any chance turtle can pop them unless you got the ability active in time.
yeah, but the sentries are doing a pretty good job
Yeah.
at catching this.
I feel like it's gonna be an insta-bite to Sentry Expert.
Yeah,
And
wow, that was
tapping it
perfect
well, so
timing.
first Sentry is a crushing Sentry. That's good.
Yeah, that was awesome.
This is the thing
Right.
that I'm kind of not okay with. Like, if you buy Sentry Expert and your engineer just plays the Sentry right before
We see
you
purples
upgraded
coming
it.
out.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
No,
Jake?
no, okay, it's all good. It's a good
Oh.
action. Ooh.
Yeah, and forcing out a boost.
Yeah, let's see if no, if Bacon would consider a rerush, I think Jake would do the same, like sell everything and rebuy for a shell shock or double
Not an
mount.
all out, but alright. 2 jugs, defending that pretty well.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And now some Camo Zebras coming in. Don't
Camo
even,
Zebras.
okay, now you need
Oh,
turbo
yeah.
damage.
Well, cleansing foam there. Oh, that's gonna cost you. That's gonna cost you
Might
a little
boost.
bit to first. No ninja.
Oh, is
no
he gonna
nothing.
be alright?
Okay, damn.
Wow, just barely defends without dying.
Cleansing foam coming up.
Pre-buys the cleansing foam.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, those camels slipped away never again.
Yeah, not messing around anymore.
But yeah, back to Sentry Expert. If like right as before the millisecond you upgrade your engineer, the sentry's been placed. You have to wait an entire 5 seconds just so you can place a special sentry.
Yeah, it's rough.
Like they should have at least make it so that the moment you buy Sentry Expert or Champion, you get a special sentry of that type. But the cooldown also resets back to 5 seconds afterwards. It's a small quality life, I could say, but it also makes it so you don't have to wait so much just to get the desired amount of damage.
Yeah, take some luck out of it with like when what the timings are like beforehand. And we see. I'm not sure what his defense. I guess he doesn't need that much defense for Moabs. Sentry Expert tends to do pretty well. Wow, selling the Sentry Expert
Ooh,
for
the
a
blue
trap. That's pretty
Now what we're
bold.
gonna see, I think, yeah, we're gonna see a flash bomb coming from Bacon's side.
Yeah, maybe trying to build into a sticky bomb if Moabs are sent. Also buying trap at the intersection so that he can defend a
Yeah.
little bit better. We see white balloons coming out from Jake, which makes sense, trying to fill up that trap.
Yeah, the whites have been with recently buffed,
Ooh,
so
Moab
they
coming
could
in.
appear
A
in
regular
fives
Moab.
instead of threes. Oh,
And an F Moab
legit
behind.
Moab.
Might have to sell a farm for a sticky bomb here. Yep, that's what he's gonna do. Oh, and
Yeah.
he doesn't quite afford it. Has to sell the cleansing foam.
I
And
think
might
he's
have
gonna
to
have to
micro
sell and
for a
rebuy for
trap.
a
Yep.
trap. Nope. Nope, that flash bomb
Okay.
just came in clutch.
Yeah. On boost, the flash bomb is very strong. And I guess he was at 3 boosts, so he just
Yeah.
decided that the
And it's
boost
been
was less
slightly
important.
nerfed this update, like a slightly smaller stun
Order
time.
stun version, yeah. Mhm.
All right. Sentai's shells are still on. Is it on close or first? I think it's on.
Uh, let's see, I'm not sure. Hopefully first.
Oh, it was
Oh,
on
it wasn't
strong.
strong. That's funny. That was on
Oh,
last.
I think it was to address the Moab, the
Yeah,
fortified Moab sent at you.
yeah.
All right, round
Well,
21. With the
actually,
fortified BFB, the bank is how much
oh,
money's in the bank? We don't know for sure, but we might have to know.
I'd guess something
Oh
like
boy, selling
7,000.
the foam for something else. Oh, Shinobi, that's good. Where is it good?
The
All right,
bank's probably
round
getting pretty
22.
close to cash out. Yeah, that FPFB is going to do some work. I think it
Yeah,
might
now
force out.
Jake is timing it so the moment it turns to F Moabs, he's gonna activate bombardment.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna defend this with the defense that he has now.
Which is slightly a little more damage, and then
Mhm.
actually no, it didn't need the bombardment ability actually.
Interesting. Yeah, he defended that surprisingly well without it. Maybe the sharpshooter's just doing a lot of damage. Oh, I guess he probably didn't want to use it because of tight leads. He wanted to make sure that he could
Uh,
have it for tight leads.
that could be the issue too. Also, actually what's Beacon's answer to those tight leads actually?
Probably just using turbo damage and then spamming shinobis.
Yeah.
Um,
Now that the Caltrops no longer receive fear bust from anything, like we have Brew, we have other Shinobis, Call to Arms, like he's gonna stay at 6 Spears Caltrops all the way.
mhm. Alright, and both players without many farms or much eco, I think, at this point. You know, Jake's probably got a decent amount of eco, but Bacon does not, actually. And we're it's a very drained game right now. We're seeing Bacon pre-buy a lot of Shinobis, probably to prepare for that Ran 25 time Moab defense.
And here it is with
Hey,
45 mobs
F-Mobs,
coming
come
up.
in. Selling
I never seen a
everything,
45
trying to
mobs.
afford a Master Bomber.
Master
There it
Bomber?
goes.
Is that gonna be enough to defend against all those
I
mobs?
think so. You should use turbo
I
damage
get
though.
sort of what damage
Good
and
boost.
the other level 10 ability maybe.
Oh wow, it might not defend.
He doesn't have enough
Oh,
shinobis, guys. He doesn't have enough
Yeah,
shinobis.
no, not enough Shinobis. You're right.
Yeah.
And Red Laser Beam is in here with us. Hello.
hey there,
Hello.
mate.
Figured
Yeah,
I'd hop
wow.
in for the tail end of this one. I see that Jake's up 2-0. So how's the tournament been going?
Mhm.
So it's gonna
It's
be
been going
match
pretty well.
point.
Yeah.
It's gonna be match point if Bacon doesn't have doesn't retaliate from that.
Yeah. I'm interested to see. It's kind of funny that match I mentioned earlier. It was Bacon's choice to ban one of the towers. And, normally you would expect him to ban a meta tower and then go the meta strategy and force Jake to go something off meta, but instead he chose to ban Ninja and then go interesting off meta strat. I think that was more so just for fun. Um,
Meanwhile, Dart Farm Mortar coming from Jake's side
mhm.
should have defended well.
So I've been
And I
watching
mean, it did
the
defend well.
Yeah, I've been watching the streams on Twitch, and I've been noticing a distinct lack of the Ace Tower, which kind of shocks me, honestly.
Yeah, there has not been that much of it, has there? There was one game on Salmon Ladder with Ace.
Hmm.
I think sub Ace Farm. But yeah, there hasn't been too much of it.
Yeah, because so I've been talking again. I've been talking with some people. You're kind of just seeking out the chit chatter, and it seems to me that with round 25 Moabs essentially being a kill screen right now, when the game even gets partially drained, right? That Ace is probably like, I don't know, tower number one to think about when it comes to those sorts of things, right? I think everybody's still desperate to try and play their old strategies, the tried and true strategies, right? But I mean, there's a tower there that has ground zero. It's got that buffed XX4 tower. It actually does something now, right? It does defend stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was about to say a wild card when it comes to the type wild. Maybe Glaive Lord.
Ooh, yeah, Glaive Lord as well.
Like Glaive
Haven't
Lord is
yeah.
I have seen some people talking about that,
actually no,
yeah.
I don't know. It's like I think Glaive Lord and Spectre are around the same price point. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe Glaive Lord's a little more expensive. I think
Yeah,
Spectre's are
yeah. Meanwhile,
25
yeah,
bucks.
yeah, because Ace has got that full map range. Meanwhile, Glaive Lord has to stay in that one position to take care of most of the balloons coming through their way.
And
It's
it's
kind of a
probably
trade-off because
pretty map dependent, but
yeah,
yeah.
with Boomer you
Yeah,
get
but meanwhile with Glaive Lord, you get that DOT slash on that first Moab it touches. Kind of relevant because it
And
already destroys every single Moab. It already destroys Moab slash balloons coming their way.
we're in a game now. We see Bacon going Tack Farm Wizard Ben. He has banned Tack, so Jake is forced to go bomb instead.
So we're gonna see bomb. I missed the hero Jake's going with. Is he gonna go Biker Bones?
I'm
Let me
not sure, I
see
did miss it, but
here.
going
Oh
for a
no, it's
round
Fate
one
with
Ben.
Verdora. Fate with Verdora bomb.
I watched the
That
Nationals
that
and
is
nothing.
very strong, actually.
Unless it's gonna be like bomb sub village or bomb mortar.
Yeah, could be farm. So I think I'm guessing it's probably bomb sub farm.
Yeah, because with bomb mortar you need Biker Bones to buff their attack speed. Meanwhile, Jake's leaking a few more balloons than usual. Probably.
Yeah, but
I really don't like these greens from Bacon. I know he's got the Ben round one. I know he can greed an early farm from this, but you got to pick up eco at some point. And Ben can only pick up the slack so much, even when you get him round one.
Well, at least it's
yeah, I
not the
think
BP6 Ben.
the main
Because that
reason why he
one,
was doing that was yeah, to try and force leaks. But yeah. Alright, we see the farm down from Bacon now.
I just don't see the value in forcing leaks at this point in the game when no one's playing Jericho and Jake's got Fedora
Yeah,
up.
that's true. Usually the you really want to force leaks with Jericho to try and force an early decamo sub, but with Ben it's not quite as important. And
Okay.
notably we see 2 farm upgrades from Bacon, which is a little bit uncommon. Normally you just go for 1, so he is going to be able to afford the blade shooter though.
you can also see him clicking, spamming on that blade shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, was that a? That was not a boost. Sorry.
Alright, and I think that if he clicks off Ben we can see Jake's side. I think he's got a little behind in farms, which makes sense for a bomb player of course. And notably Ben is also a farm, pretty much.
Yeah. So Bacon's got pretty good farms. Sisiko's kind of meh. He's probably got the equivalent of good eco and a 200 farm right now, I would imagine, Adam, with just a little bit of extra kickbacks.
And yeah, here we see another farm coming out from Bacon. That's kind of interesting. Normally you would go for a plant on this map so they don't have to remove the second crate. And I would imagine that's what Jake is going to go for. But Bacon instead preferring to go for 2 farms. And now just going for the wizard straight up, alright. So not greeting too much on his farms, just choosing to, play a little bit careful, get his defense up.
I imagine
what are
that
they-
losers could go for Necromancer.
Hmm. And yeah, we see the plantation from Jake. Some zebras from Bacon, trying to force that heavy bombs. Okay, there we go.
There we go. And Jake made his commitment to that farm, so he doesn't have the opportunity right here to pressure Bacon and try and get that wall of fire on his wizard.
Yeah, I think that, he might have been able to, but he just wouldn't have been able to afford too much Grand 11, so he might have had to like boost or use Fate Weaver, but okay, now he's sending a Grand 11 rush, it looks like. Grouped whites coming in. Yeah, they're the purples. Forces a
Oh.
boost and Ben ability. Interesting. Definitely gonna defend with those.
The purples there were perfectly timed at him. I think Bacon was going to get wall of fire on that next tick, but Jake was ready with the purples right then and there. Had to force action
Yeah.
for Bacon. Really good move from Jake. So I want to ask you two guys, as we see some
ceramics.
cerams get sent here towards Jake. Ooh, he's kind of struggling with these cerams a
One
little
of them
bit.
was a camo ceramic. I think
Yeah.
he wanted to get one of them, get past the subs pulls.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't quite get that, but yeah.
Gutsy move from Bacon. He went for the plantation, and Jake is coming back with the white eco, trying to set up for a little rush. Pokes at him with the purples, and you can see there's quite a stream of white balloons making their way across this map. Bacon's got to be careful. Jake can set up here with some regen rainbows if he really wants to. Ben 3 coming out to try and stave off the pressure.
Yeah,
But look at
those
how far
balloons
those
are
balloons
really
are
rough,
coming, and
though.
now
Gonna
Jake's
have to
coming
play
back with the
Maelstrom.
rush. Bacon gonna try and Maelstrom here to
Oh
defend.
no, this might.
and...
Oh yeah, it does work. Okay.
Level up.
Wow, that obstacle
was-
clearance just worked.
Yeah. Like
Now
a second or
Bacon's
two
gonna be
later.
down 2 boosts.
I just don't know how Bacon's gonna come back from this, guys.
I think that with Tack Farm Wizard, you don't need your boost too much, but yeah, I guess it depends on how aggressive Jake is. This is one of the few strategies that I don't really think needs boost to defend the new tight rushes too much, because Super Maelstrom can just defend it, without really anything. But it will definitely mean that he can't greed quite as much.
Jake's
see
pressuring again
pressure,
here with
yeah.
some purples, guys.
Yeah, he's timing it so the wall fire doesn't get much value.
Now we see the Maelstrom coming in.
Now Jake's gonna keep
I
testing right
think
here.
he could have used the Maelstrom a little bit later, might have been a little bit better, but buying attack sprayer, trying to get a little bit of extra defense.
Oh, that Necro's really
Bacon's
getting
struggling.
overworked. Look at Bacon. He's in
Oh.
quite a bit of trouble. Jake coming
Has
back
to
with some
sell his
purples.
farm for Maelstrom.
He'll be fine here, but
That's all
Jake's
the
also very
farms.
skinny on defense.
Yeah, and Bacon is not. That was a really good value rush. Bacon is not a lot of money right now. Buys a bank.
Oh. I feel like he's gonna
I
pull the
would-
plan for Lime alone.
Jake's gotta be really careful not to overextend here.
I would really like to see an FMOB from Bacon, but apparently not.
The money's a bit too tight for that to happen.
Yeah, there's a bounce. I think David's got a point here. There's a
Oh,
bounce.
there we go.
Oh, here comes the F Moab.
Gonna be a few
2
maulers
maulers,
to handle
this
the
will
maul,
not
the
be
one
enough.
player.
He's gonna have some trouble with these cerams, guys. When this pops into
I
F
think,
cerams,
yeah, Fate
that
Weaver
bounce is not
ability.
gonna be
I
enough. I
so.
don't think.
With a boost.
I don't like the balloon boost. Yeah, this balloon boost isn't. No, this isn't good because he's just gonna get the Fate Weaver door ability back, and now he's gonna be able to defend this with the exact same defense. I think.
Meanwhile, Bacon's neutral mob is gonna be easily handled due to the Trojan.
Dude.
Oh,
Ooh, uses Fate Weaver just in time.
I'm under the impression that this game might not be making it past round 25. What do you guys think?
I think you're
I think it's
probably
gonna-
right.
I think it might end on round 23 with those tight leads.
Yeah, the thing is, I mean, both players have, they theoretically can afford their defense for round 23 and round 25. It just depends how aggressive they want to get and if they end up making any mistakes. But you see
Yeah.
all of those bombs out from Jake, and Jake has
Yeah.
probably enough money to defend round 23.
Here comes the lens.
Okay, we see
Here
the rush
comes,
coming
yeah.
in. We see the level 10,
Just
Ben
enough-
10.
Plenty of time for
Find up a
Siphon
Raph.
bonding to
That's
happen.
definitely going to defend. Probably didn't even need the second one.
Really good defense there from.
Ooh,
from Bacon.
fortified
Now he's
leads
gonna come back
coming
with
in
the
from Bacon.
F-lets.
One siphon's okay. No, actually.
Oh yeah, no, that's not going to do too much. Ooh,
How's a
good-
panic
good
boost from
first
Jake? He's
boost,
gonna be off
okay.
boost around 25,
Here
guys.
comes another set of
Yeah.
original space
Oh,
leads.
this is good. This is good.
Wow.
Look at this, dude.
Purples, mind you. Oh god, yeah, that's gonna be.
That's gonna be trouble.
He's a
Those
Maelstrom.
purples are
Buy a
gonna get through those
Maelstrom.
Inferno
Maelstrom.
rings. Bacon needs a
Oh,
Maelstrom.
wow.
Never mind. He defends. Necro was able
The
to pop those
Necro on
purples.
boost. Pop the purples, yeah.
That was
Oh, he buys a
that's
central
how-
market. That's very bold. I don't like the central market
That's
right now.
very bold. I think Jake's gonna come back with a rush here to try and win this series, guys.
Yeah, on round
He's gonna be
25.
on
he's
the-
gonna see something.
Round 25 type Moabs. Jake's already being hit.
And notably on
Jake
zero
is on,
boost.
On zero boost, and Jake has options for the counter rush too. He's got Fate Weaver Adora 10. He's got FA 10. Here we go.
Okay, here there's
Biohack and Maelstrom.
just one set of Moabs forcing all of that, though. That's really rough for Bacon.
That's really bad panic there from Bacon. He was expecting the all out right away, and Jake's can still sell farms for an even better all out when this is all over. Oh, Bacon coming back! Look at this!
Ooh.
Look at this, guys!
Oh, full health fortified Moabs coming their way. All those fortified
Look at
ceramics
all of that
rushing
There's
defense.
the
by.
boost. Oh my gosh.
Jake's last boost. That's Jake's last boost. He's got to come back with a big rush right here. Everybody's selling everything right here. Get ready for round 26.
Prince
Here we
of
go.
Darkness.
DDTs are
Oh,
available.
the Dark Prince for the
DDTs
fortified
headed
DDT.
Bacon's
Oh,
way.
it's not-
One
oh,
DDT.
there's
Two
the Arcane
DDTs.
Spike.
They're both fortified. This is to win the series.
not gonna
It is
defend.
going to get through.
That's good. That's
Jake wins.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. He didn't
wins
get
the
any
tournament.
BFBs. Yeah.
No, the graveyard was too low to be able to spawn PFPs.
Mm-hmm. Needed to buy that Prince of Darkness a little bit earlier. Probably didn't want to sell a central market, but yeah, that's rough.
Was it enough for? Probably a stupid question, but maybe an Archmage, or was Archmage also too much of a gamble
Yeah.
against those CDTs?
I think he might have been able to sell the Prince of Darkness for an Archmage, maybe, but it still would have been very tight on money, and I think that he just didn't really want to sell his Prince of Darkness, is my guess. But we see Jake taking it 3-0, so yeah, defeating my prediction of Bacon winning the tourney. But Bacon did predict this from the start that Jake would beat him.
Yeah, with complete 3-0 swipe.
Mm-hmm.
It's really tough. I think it got really tough for Bacon once he didn't have boost. No boost, no farms, no money. I think that made the decision very easy for Bacon, or sorry, for Jake. If Bacon wants to come back and try for a counter rush, Jake's got some options. He can try and quickly sell and micro some of those X4X bombs. Take care of that. Take care of those DDTs and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, alright, so that is the end of the tourney. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Ooh. And we are rating Ninjayas possibly.
Hopefully so. Yeah.
Alright,
Surprising results on the brackets.
yeah. Alright, well, goodbye everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Peace out, lads.